Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, welcome everyone to day 23 of Purushottama month. Thank you all for joining and giving us your association to sing, read, and chant about Lord Shri Krishna on the auspicious month of Purushottama. Today we have Chitralekha who is going to be singing the Chaurashtakam, and then I have to figure out who is doing the chapter. So it's Chitralekha singing, sorry, Krishna is singing today. And then I will read the chapter 15, and then Shri, if he joins, he will read the translation. So I will let Chitralekha take over, Krishna take over now. I will share my screen. And then Krishna, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Should I start now?
Yes.
Braje prashitham nabanita choram gopangananam chadukula choram. Braje prashitham nabanita choram gopangananam chadukula choram. Aneka janmarjita papa choram Chauragagannam Purusham Namami Shri Radhikaya Hridayascha Chauram Navam Buddha Shamalakanti Chauram Padashritanam Cha Samasta Chauram Chauragagannam Purusham Namami Akinchane Krita Padashritam Ya Karoti bhikkhuṃ patigehahinam kenapyaho bhishana chorayitrik drishta sruto va na jagatrayepi jatiya nama pihareta shesham giri pasharam apipaparasim ascharya rupa nanu chorayitrik Drishta sruta va namaya kadapi dhanamscha manamscha tratendriyani pranamscha hritva mama sarvam eva palayase kutra tritotra chora tam bhakti damna shimayi nirutta chinatsi ghoram jamapasha bandham Vinatsi bhimam bhavapasabandham Jinatsi sarvasya sastamasta bandham Naivatmana bhakta kritam tu bandham Manmanashe tamasharashe ghore Karagrahe dukkha maye nibaddha Labhasya he jara hare jiraya Shajara doscha chitameva dandam Karagrahe vasasada hridaye madiye Madbhakti pasha dita bandhana nischalasan Tam Krishna he pralaya koti shatantarepi Sarvasya chauram hridayan nahi mochayami Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Translation. I offer my respectful obeisances to that foremost of thieves, who is famous in Vraja as the butter thief, and he who steals the gopis' clothes, and for those who take shelter of him, as steals the sins which have occurred over many lifetimes. I offer my respectful obeisances to the foremost of thieves, who steals Srimati Radhika's heart, who steals the dark luster of a fresh rain cloud, and who steals all the sins and suffering of those who take shelter of his feet. He turns his surrendered devotees into paupers and wandering homeless beggar. Alas, such a fearsome thief has never been seen or heard in all three worlds. Mere utterance of his name purges one of the mountains of sins. Such an astonishingly wonderful thief I have never heard or seen of anywhere. O thief, having stolen my wealth, my honor, my senses, my life, and my everything, where can you run to? I have caught you with the rope of my devotion. You cut the terrible noose of Yamaraja. You severed the dreadful noose of material existence, and you slash everyone's material bondage. But you are unable to cut the knot fastened by your own loving devotees. O stealer of my everything, O thief, today I've imprisoned you in the miserable prison house of my heart, which is very fearful due to the darkness of my ignorance, and there for a very long time you will remain, receiving appropriate punishment for your crimes of thievery. O Krishna, thief of my everything, the noose of my devotion remaining forever tight, you will continue to reside in the prison house of my heart, because I will not release you for millions of aeons. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much. Very nice thinking.
Krishna.
Krishna, good job. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So I'm going to read the Sanskrit verses for chapter 15. Surisha, will you be able to read the translation? Chapter 15, getting started with the Sanskrit verses. Chapter 15, the Yoga of the Supreme Person. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Urdhamulamadha Shakam Ashwattam Prahuravyayam Chandamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedaved Adhaschordvam Prashritastasya Shakha Guna Pravriddha Vishaya Pravalaha Adhascha Mulani Anusantatani Karmanubandhini Manushya Loke न रूपमस्येह ततोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता नानिवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता पुराणे निर्मानमोहाजितसङ्गदोषा अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामाः द्वन्द्वैर्मुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञैर्गच्छन्त्यमूढा पदमव्ययं तत् न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकं गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहं द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ loke kshara eva cha kshara sarvani bhutani kutastokshara uchyate uttama purushastvanyah paramatmeti udahritaha yo lokotrayama vishya vibhartavya ishvaraha yasmaksharamati aksharaadapi chottamaha atosmi loke vede cha pratitah purushottamah yo mamevamasambhudho janati purushottamam sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarvabhavena bharata iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam maya nagha etad bhutva buddhiman syat kritakrityascha bharata Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Let's see. Who never got a chance to read or sing or do anything till now? Who got only one chance till now? Flavia Mataji, you want to read? Thank you. You're on mute. You want to turn on unmute yourself.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Hare Krishna. The Yoga of the Supreme Person. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "It is said that there is an unperishable banyan tree that had its roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is a knower of the Vedas. The branches of this tree extend downward and upward, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the objects of the senses. The tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to fugitive actions of human society. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. Excuse me. But with determination, one must cut down the strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Thereafter, oops, I'm sorry, it popped up. I'm looking on this one. Sorry. Thereafter, one must seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns, and there surrender to that Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom everything began and from whom everything has extended since time immemorial. Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain that internal kingdom. That supreme abode of mind is not illuminated by the sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world. The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind. The living entity in this material world carries his different conceptions of life from one body to another, as the air carries aromas. Thus he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. The living entity, thus taking another gross body, obtains a certain type of ear, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped about the mind. He thus enjoys a particular set of sense objects. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. The endeavoring transcendentalists who are situated in self-realization can see all this clearly, but those whose minds are not developed and who are not situated in self-realization cannot see what is taking place, though they may try. The splendor of the sun, which dissipates the darkness of this whole world, comes from me. And the splendor of the moon and the splendor of fire are also from me. I enter into each planet, and by my energy, they stay in orbit. I become the moon and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. I am the fire of digestion in the bodies of all living entities, and I join with the air of life, outgoing and incoming, to digest the four kinds of foodstuffs. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known indeed. I am the compiler of the Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas.
There are two classes of beings, the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible. Beside these two, there is the greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered the three worlds and is maintaining them. Because I am transcendental, beyond both the fallible and the infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as that Supreme Person. Whoever knows me as a Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scriptures, O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice reading. Thank you so much, Mataji. This is so inspiring. I feel like even after Purushottama month is done, we should still meet every day for 15-20 minutes and maybe select 20 verses and read for one whole month. And then the next month, we should move to another 20 set of verses. That way, we will familiarize with the pronunciation, with the translation. We'll keep it to 15 minutes, but I really need you all to think about it and see if you all can join every day for 15 minutes from 8 to 8:15. But again, we have time to decide. Our last day for Purushottam month will be August 16th. August 14th and 15th, I'll be out of town, so I may or may not be able to join. However, you all please join. The Zoom session will be open, but there will be no sharing permissions. I'll see if I can update sharing permissions to anybody who can share. Even otherwise, please join and you open your own tabs and give association, take association. I will try to join on my phone. However, I'll be having the fortune of meeting my spiritual master in DC. So I'll be flying there for 2 days. So if there are any programs which will keep us engaged, I will definitely take advantage of those programs because it's a very rare opportunity. But if there's any chance I can join, I will join. Otherwise, you please continue. Don't interrupt or don't break this chain. Okay? Just giving a heads up. I will remind you all again. Even Sunday is not possible because Sunday evening I'm flying. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days actually. Okay. And I think that's good for today. We will sign off for today and see you all again tomorrow. Same place, same time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's all keep each other in our prayers so that we stay enthused and get inspired more and more into spirituality and bhakti. Okay? You all pray for me and I'll pray for you all too. All right? Hare Krishna. Thanks everyone.